free. This is what it feels like. 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 Feels like. Feels like. This is what it feels like. When you're thinking of me, when you're thinking of me. This is what it feels like. To be free, free. This is what it feels like. When you're thinking of me, when you're thinking of me. This is what it feels like. To be free, free. What it looks.
Today was a good day for football. I think everybody did. I think all of our teams had a good result.
Where do you want to start? You guys want to start with his game?
Yeah, I guess since we're already there.
How you?
Man, you, Liverpool.
Josh, take the ball.
Happy, can't complain. First half, I thought we looked really great. Actually, I was really surprised. You know, the biggest problem with us at times is that we come on strong within the first 15 minutes, and if you could withstand that, it's all downhill from there. But I would say the whole first 45 was pretty well played by United. Second half is a whole different story, but I'll take it. Win's a win.
Win's a win.
You know, what do we think about Liverpool?
That's why I was talking to someone, and I was like, was it that Man United were great, or was it that Liverpool were just horrible, their backline?
Or is it that Liverpool's been horrible this season?
Yeah, they've been exposed. What is it, they've lost 5 in the last 9 now?
Yeah.
Well, I think
Or on the
Kirkhead, I think Kirkhead isn't really fitting in Liverpool, and Frimpong is on the bench. It's like they would rather have what's his name?
Brad.
Their number 8. I could never pronounce that dude's name. It starts with an S.
I don't know. Last name's Brad.
Szoboszlai.
Yeah. They would rather have him. They would rather have him at right back than actually have Frimpong there. So
he came on.
Yeah, but the fact that they would start a midfielder, like, and not just any midfielder, a midfielder that's in a. You said what?
It was Conor Bradley in the back today, though.
Yeah,
really?
They started Brad.
Bradley was playing behind Salah. He didn't do too bad, but that Salah just doesn't seem like himself.
Has he lost a step?
Yeah, for sure. I think
so. I think so as well.
I think his unless he does like a crazy step up for the rest of the season, the best we saw of him was last season. That was it.
Maybe so.
I mean, maybe age is finally catching up to him.
And I had the thought about this as well. This is something. Right? Check this out. So when Arteta took over Arsenal and he won the FA Cup, everyone says that was Emery's team, that was Emery's cup. He was just there, the person managing at the time. Can we say the same thing about Liverpool's Premier League last season?
Yeah, we can say the same thing, because that they've had a whole year underneath Slot. I think maybe it's the personnel. Like they can't play the way that Slot wants them to play. And I think the reason is because I don't think they have the legs for it. If you look at them, I mean, majority of them are up there in age. They're not young. They're not like young players.
There's only 3 old guys.
they're all in their late 20s.
I'm gonna pull up.
Majority of them are.
I'm
In
gonna
their
pull up
late
the
20s.
starting 11. I don't even know who this goalkeeper is. Y'all know about him? Mama.
Yeah, he used to play. He used to play in. I think he used to play for
You know him,
Valencia one time.
Yeah, I mean he's quality, bro.
All
I
right.
mean,
He used to play at
Beat
Valencia.
on the near post by Burma. I don't know about that. That was a little shocking to me.
Or Italy.
it is what it is. He spread himself as big as he could get, honestly, and Bremo just put it in the right spot. Did you see?
Hold on, lads. Hold on. Interrupt.
All right, Momo, how you feeling, bro?
Man, I can't complain. The numbness in my legs is worn off, so now my leg just it feels kind of tight. But I got to
Have you
go
had
to the
surgery
doctor.
already?
Yeah. I had it Monday.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I had it Monday. So they fixed it. They put like 6 screws in it,
How long?
and then
did
they had. Well, I'm definitely going to find out on the 27th when I go back for a follow up.
once the surgery actually heals and everything?
Yeah, because they had to cut it open, put 6 screws in it, and then put a band around my bones to keep them together. So it hurts like a bitch though.
You gonna make a comeback, or you hanging up the boots?
I'm feeling like hanging it up because every time I'm getting injured,
I hear you.
I'm getting injured a lot. So
Yeah, that's a tough one too, for sure.
yeah. But I may kick around the ball a little, but to like play, I may not do that anymore.
Yeah, I feel you.
But let's get back to
Liverpool don't have that old of a team, bro.
what's the average age?
I just went through the starting 11. 34,
What's that?
Virgil. 33, Van Dijk. Virgil. Yeah. 34, Virgil. Salah, 33. Everyone else is like 26, 21, 22.
Late. Okay. So everybody. I said late. I said majority of them are.
Gakpo
at the average of the. You said what?
Average age is 23.
Hold on. Let me see. Because
I'll pull that.
Because Alisson Becker is 33.
We're talking tonight.
That's young for a goalkeeper, though.
But I'm saying everybody. But everybody's still up there. Gomez is 28. Van Dijk 34.
Bro, the people who
26.
I don't want to hear about Joe fucking Gomez, bro. Like what?
Robertson is 31.
Didn't play.
McAllister's 26, 24. So both I can't pronounce his name. Salah 33, Chesney 27, Gakpo's 26. Who else started?
The average age is like 25, bro.
That's late. That's
they have an older team. I'm not hearing it.
Okay. I mean, I happen to agree. I think last year they won what they had based on what Klopp left them. It was something that I thought about for much of last season because honestly, I just think he took the reins and held on and rode it to where it went.
Literally, go.
You know? But I mean, I would say they've added a lot of depth in the squad, and I don't know if it's necessarily working out for them now. I could definitely see them later on in the season gelling a bit more. But you've got a couple of key players like Salah and VVD that are just – they've lost a step in general. They're not as effective as they once were. And I think that's – I think you asked me this earlier, Steph, why we dropped Sesko. And in all personal opinion, I don't agree with the move, but it was obvious that he wanted to go quicker, smaller, and you can't say it didn't pay off today.
I mean, clearly Virgil couldn't keep up, and I don't think Konate is a good enough centre back by himself to make up for where Virgil's lagging a little bit right now.
Agreed.
I mean, to be honest with you, it was that whole left side. That whole left side was
We've been looking at Virgil memes of him slipping in defense for like the last 3 weeks now.
him
So
and Kirkes.
this week he was elbowing McAllister in the head. Like, he's all over the place. And
I mean, him and Kirkes are not gelling together.
No, but that's why they tried to go for Gahey.
You said what?
They know what the problem is. That's why they tried to go for Gahey, Mark Gahey from Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Well, for Van Dijk.
It was
I
supposed
think
to
it would have been for Konate, but it would have been a support at least. I don't think.
I don't think Konate. I wouldn't even say Konate had a terrible game. To be honest with you,
he's not the greatest.
He had a better game. He had a better game than Van Dijk.
But I mean, that's not saying anything right now. I'm just saying overall, Konate is not like a top 5 centre back in my opinion. He's a little slow. He's uncoordinated. He's big and he has presence, but
I mean, but he had. I would say if he looked bad, it was because of Virgil van Dijk.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, he's not good enough to make up for where Virgil's slipping.
But if you put any other center back next to Van Dijk and Van Dijk played the way he played today, any center back would look terrible.
No,
any center back because
Lenny Euro would have looked good.
Anybody would have looked bad. Anybody would have looked bad because
Harry Maguire. You didn't even mention
Konate.
Hold on, more.
God.
He didn't even shout out Maguire, bro. That guy keeps on saving you guys.
Well, we haven't even gotten to Man U yet. We still talking about Liverpool.
We're talking defenders, though, isn't it? You talk about if someone who would look good next to
anybody you put next to Van Dijk for this game would have looked terrible.
I disagree, but
because Konate had to keep covering for Van Dijk. Every time Van Dijk made a mistake, Konate had to try to leave his man that he was supposed to be marking to get the man that Van Dijk is supposed to mark.
And it could be,
and that happened more than once
as well, because Robinson also helped Virgil look good, because he had a lot more pace. So, and
but
who is it?
Robertson is
on the left.
Kirkes is on the left. That's why I said that left side wasn't looking too good at all.
They couldn't.
You have Kirkes that was messing up
there to get those crosses in.
I mean,
I think Man United played an exceptional game, bro. To be honest,
they did what they had to do. I'll put it like that. Man, you did exactly what they needed to do to it.
I was definitely worried in the second half. Honestly, I thought. I mean,
that's when they scored.
Had 3 off the post, bro. I mean, it just was our day. We played great defense. I was not excited about seeing
your keeper played well. Your keeper played actually really well this game.
It's great to see, honestly, a young kid, a quality goalkeeper. We haven't seen that in the last couple of years. He just looks like he's the best goalkeeper in the world next to what we used to have. So I'll take that. He definitely looked well.
That's crazy disrespect because, your boy Onana got an assist today. 60-yard pelter.
Well, he also plays volleyball as a sport as well. So I personally have never seen a goalkeeper that is as well renowned as he is make some of the absolute worst mistakes that I can't explain as a goalkeeper.
Too much pressure.
Too much pressure will do it. I guess so.
It's the Joe Hart effect.
Yeah, indeed. That's a great point. But
I mean,
it was good to see. I didn't personally. I wouldn't have put Harry in there, but he played well. Came through in the end.
To be honest, I think he played the best. He was the best player on your pitch for y'all.
Oh, agreed. I mean, but you keep him in there for a reason, right? And that reason is what he can do with his head. And he goes up in big games, so let him do his thing.
And then you fans are always getting on that man talking about y'all should sell him and get rid of him.
I mean, I
And
would
he
like to
saved you.
see.
He
Agreed.
saved.
I would like to see someone younger and more mobile in there, but as an option coming off the bench, I mean, I'm not mad that we keep him around, but for me personally, we need something younger and quicker.
But if I think it worked for you guys. I think this game worked for you guys because you surrounded him with two mobile center backs.
Agreed.
You had him in the middle, and then you had Delit on the
On the
right,
right.
and then you had Shaw on the left. So
Shaw
you
making
had
comeback. Shaw's
so
making
you
a
had
comeback.
two.
Maybe so.
I mean, I used to tell Sherry, I said, look, a healthy Shaw is a good player.
No
His
doubt.
problem is that
Like,
he just can't
he
just
can't stay
can't stay
healthy.
healthy.
Yeah.
No. I mean, and here we are a string of games together, so
It's
hopefully
just
maybe playing less games. I mean, all that goes into helping. When you only got to play once a week, you better be healthy.
Well, I mean, they did say this is the first time you guys have won two in a row in a while.
this is
Yeah,
just an unrecognizable Man United team. Like it's just 3-4-2-1 with Shaw and Dalot on the left.
yeah. And why Delo's even playing on the he was horrendous the entire game until we finally put him over on the right and brought Dorgu in. I don't know
Yeah.
why you
Who
even
is looking a
started.
little shaky too.
Yeah, he
Who?
did for sure. I mean, but he's
Oh,
21.
Dorgu.
Yeah,
Valid.
Oh yeah.
but he's quick, he's fast, he works hard, he's left-footed. Everything. I mean, you need to have that left-footed balance in there. You can't be bringing Delo over. He did a job, and I'm happy that he did a job. But let's be honest, he gave the ball away just as many times as Bruno did, and at times the balance is not there. You've got to have someone left-footed on the left-hand side.
Makes sense.
Well, I think that was because they had
Cunha at the top.
Ahmad. They had Ahmad. They had Ahmad playing that
Yeah,
that wing back position.
agreed, and that's so he can cut in on that left, and he had a great first assist. I mean, I would have loved to have seen him play more when he got that yellow card. I mean, I guess the
Would
safe.
you have put Cunha in Delos's place and then played Sesko as the striker? So have Mount above Cunha?
I would personally, I think Mount's playing well, but I mean, no, I want him in Momo, I want Kuna, and I want Sesko up top every single game. I mean, allow those guys to make a partnership, and that's our future. So why not start getting to it?
Mm.
I mean, like I said, I did understand it in the end. It's not no disrespect to Mount, who also can't stay fit, but at the same time, man, it's just like I understand going with older seasoned players because they've been there, they can do it, they do a job for you. But at the same time, we're supposed to be building this transition year, just like it has been for 10 years now. But we spent all this money on these three attackers. Let them build their partnership, and let's move forward while we rebuild the rest of the team. I think we still need another striker, someone to come in to challenge. I mean, at the end of the day, there's still so many holes that need to be fixed, but I would like to see a starting 11 that starts most games.
Well, speaking of striker, how about everybody's boy Isak?
Everybody's boy. What are you talking about?
Y'all the ones that y'all were the ones that were raving about Isak. I was saying this guy is. I don't think I was telling y'all before. I was like, it's different. It's different going to a top team than playing in Newcastle.
Indeed.
In Newcastle, you're going to look like a baller because everybody's not going to play you the same way.
Honestly, I think where Liverpool went wrong, and especially Isak or even Etike, is they didn't attack specifically our center back and Harry Maguire with his lack of mobility. They really didn't test him much at all. There was no attacking the center of the park. Everything was.
I thought a wide ball, and you have Isaac as a target man. Feed him every single time. Like I don't.
And have the runs coming off of him.
At least get the center back in
Isak
some
was
foul trouble. You know Harry Maguire is gonna dive in if he's got Isaac running at him. You know it.
Indeed. And if he would have just used his pace, I venture to say it would have been a whole different game.
Yeah.
but I don't think that United gave them that option to do that.
I mean, I think I agree with you there, Mo. But at no point in time did I see them try to do that either. You know,
He had four touches, guys. 4 touches in Man United's box throughout the whole game.
That's not enough. That's nowhere near enough.
I
How are
mean,
you expecting your strikers to, produce if you can't even get him the ball in the box?
I thought
throughout the whole game.
I thought Ekitike had a better game than Isak, and he came off the bench.
He's quicker though too.
Yeah.
I mean,
But he at least looked threatening.
Agreed.
But he at least looked like it wasn't like Ekitike was non-existent. Like as soon as he came on the pitch, you knew he was playing. I forgot Isak was playing.
Agreed.
Ekitike came in the 62nd minute, and he got 14 touches, 5 touches less than Isaac. My only issue with Ekitike that game is, like we said, they're drifting so far wide. Why do you have your 6'5" striker almost playing right winger? Putting in crosses to who? You should be in there getting the crosses.
Well, I really do think it's because of how Man U decided to play them. I think Man U knew their weak point, and that was Maguire. And you have, like I say, you have De Ligt and you have Shaw. So even if you get past Maguire, you still have to get past Shaw and De Ligt. And I don't think you're just going to outrun both of them. Because I don't think, like, I know that Isak is fast, he's very skilled, but I don't think he's the strongest.
I can't disagree.
I think De Ligt could just use body on him if he could, because I think De Ligt can catch up with. At least stay with Isak. I think Shaw can do the same thing. The only person that, like you guys said, that might be the most likely is the weak link is Maguire. But I think that's why he put Maguire in the center, because if you do make that run through the middle, you still have your other center backs that can cover Maguire.
Yeah, I mean that's why you put the slowest center back in the center, especially when you're playing a 3. So that way, if he does get beat, the other 2 collapse. But yeah, I mean, the only threatening and here's what I will say about Lamens as well. I mean, he was a presence, bro. I mean, he had that one double save where Isak came in. I thought he was going to come out, but he didn't. He held his line. He made the first save, and then even before they blew the whistle, he was prepared to make the second save, which he did make. But at that point in time, it didn't matter. I mean, that I don't know. I like the kid. I like the kid a lot. He's quick. He's big. He's commanding. It makes a whole difference when you actually trust the man that's in the goal.
He does look good. I won't even lie to you. He does.
So, just all around.
I can't even front the kid. I would say the only thing he needs to work on is. You said what?
I said I want to see them fail. Like, I was conflicted. I actually walked into Wolvesdale today and I was saying, "Glory, glory, Man United," but it was tough. A draw I would have been fine with, but this is cool too because Liverpool are cool enough. What we really have to watch out for though, Man City. Sleeping on them. I didn't watch the game this weekend, but they're winning again. Haaland keeps us strikers.
They played well. You
watched it?
Yeah, I watched it. They played. City played well.
Who they play? Everton.
When do you guys play
Everton? You said what?
Yeah, when does Arsenal play them?
We already played them.
Yeah, but I mean again. Excuse me.
Again.
Sometime next year.
We played them. Let's see.
February. No,
April 18th. So towards the end of the season.
Oh, April 8th.
You see what they're doing here? They're bastards. They are. They're setting this up. Look at their running games. Arsenal are for 18th, then Burnley, Everton, Brentford, Bournemouth, Aston Villa. Those are their final games. So we play them, and then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 friggin' throwaway games, pretty much.
Freaking.
Meanwhile, let me see what my final matches are. Let's see. Man City, Newcastle, Fulham, West Ham, Burnley, Palace.
It's pretty easy too.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
well, the Newcastle game, you know. Yeah, but
I
they're
mean,
crazy.
I think Chelsea may be the one people really have to look out for.
Nah. I'm not worried about them. They're finishing third, you know. It's
We'll
Arsenal.
see.
So
Because if you guys don't win the league this season, that's on y'all.
I got tingles to
That's a fair point, bro. Honestly.
That's on y'all.
wait. It's
If
on
y'all
us.
don't win the season, I mean the title of the season, that's on y'all.
But why do you say that?
Legit.
Because you
Because
got
there's no
everything you need.
Because there's what?
You got everything you need and ask for at this point in time.
and you guys are what? You guys are
There's no more
ahead by 3
excuses
points.
now, Steph.
I
You guys are
mean,
ahead by 3 points.
we still don't have a fully healthy team. I think that's one. You know,
I mean,
we have.
no team's ever fully healthy.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like you're saying, we have all the pieces we need. We don't have our main starting 11.
You needed a striker. You got a striker. You
No, but
needed to bolster the
it's his
midfield.
first season in the league.
I mean, I'm just
so you have
saying.
to give him time. Okay. You know,
I'm just saying. It's time to put up a shut up.
it's still early. I mean, I'm not gonna take that type of like conversation from someone who's not in the top 10. You know, yeah, like, y'all finished what place last?
That's
You know,
fair. We got more Premier League titles than you guys have by a long shot.
okay, so let us build ourselves up. You know, so exactly, and that's another thing too. Like you guys set these expectations for us. You know, technically, we're still trying
So
to.
you don't have those expectations? Wait,
Yeah.
you don't have that? You
I'm
don't have those
I'm
expectations? for your
supposed
team?
to have these expectations as a fan. Why do everyone else have expectations for my team? You know,
Because you come in second
Because-
3 years in a row.
And this is if you didn't you say you're the Arsenal's the best team in Premier League?
In
Am I
Europe,
correct?
I'm pretty sure is what he
You
said.
said what?
I never said in Europe. That's crazy.
He said in England. He said in England.
I
I'm
said
not
in
gonna lie.
England.
He said in England.
Top 5 in Europe for sure, and you know, not 5, number 3.
Based on
Probably.
what?
So if you guys are the best team in England,
Right now, I would base it off of our defense alone. You know,
Okay.
just our performance, our current team ranking in the world. I would put us. Currently, I would put us number 1. To be honest, actually, Bayern
Above
Munich
who?
1, us 2.
Where's the pedigree for that?
We're just basing off
Where's-
of each position in each league. I would do
okay.
Bayern Munich 1 based off of how they're doing in scoring and conceding in goals 2. Bayern 1, Arsenal 2.
why are you guys two?
Bro, we've conceded 3 goals this whole season, and one of them was from open play. That's crazy. We've had 2
But you
games.
said
We had 2
you
games
just
back
said
to back.
stats. That's the reason. You just said you gave Bayern Munich 1 because of their stats, because of
Right.
what they're doing.
Yeah.
So if we go to Bayern Munich and we look at hold on, let me go here. If we go to Bayern Munich and we look at their stats, where is it?
You didn't let me finish my point too, Josh. I wanted to say something else too.
Okay, go ahead.
Go right ahead.
We've had 2 games where we haven't had our opponent take 1 shot on target.
Those are crap opponents.
And you gotta respect the teams in the Premier League, Josh. Don't do that.
I definitely agree with that. Just trying to wind you up a bit.
Let's see the table. You want to bring it, bro? Bayern Munich haven't lost the game. They haven't tied the game. They're 7 for 7.
I know you're right.
So that's why they're number 1.
And then you're number 2 because you haven't let up hardly any goals?
No, I just think, how we're playing performance-wise, we're the second best team in Europe right now. In terms of structure, like even if we're not scoring, like no one can score against us. So Liverpool scored a free.
But Real Madrid have only lost 1 game.
Yeah, but
and we won the rest of them.
Well, I mean, I'll judge you guys next week when I see you against Barcelona.
Oh, now you see how he's pushing. You see how he's
No,
pushing
but no,
the
I'm not.
That's
No,
what I'm
because
trying
think
to
about the games that we played. We played tough games.
Who?
What do you mean? Liverpool, Man City, Man United.
We just beat Liverpool, so it wasn't that
Okay,
tough.
and that's a tough game. We like you. Yes, against you guys, it's a tough game because you guys always have a battery in your back. You know. But hold on, let me pull up the schedule. We played Newcastle already.
Yeah,
They're a good team, bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
Are they top 4?
we've had a top. Who? Newcastle.
You played one team in the top 4.
Newcastle's top 6. You know, we don't do top 4 anymore. We do top 6. You know.
I still top 4 is where it's at. You can expand it all you want. Top 10,
I
but
was trying to expand it for you, bro.
don't do me any favors. I know where we're at.
Yeah, I would judge you guys when you play Barcelona next week and they smack you up. You know, like.
First of all, I doubt that's going to
You played one tough opponent and they smacked you up.
Okay. And how do you know we played one tough opponent?
I see your game, bro. No one's rating.
You do not watch all of our games. Don't even say that.
I
You do not watch all.
Watch doesn't mean.
Wait a minute. Let's go ahead and move on to Arsenal and their 1-0.
Well, I was actually gonna wait for my reinforcement tomorrow with Hamadi.
No. I
want
think
to hear his opinion
try to do.
as a valued Arsenal fan. What? I'm too biased.
I don't think you should have
biased.
one club represented in this whole shindig. If you gotta have backup, then
I'll say what I want to say, but I wanted to offer a different fan's perspective because you already know what I'm going to say. I just said it with the best team in England.
People tune in to hear your perspective, not you gang up on other teams.
I would never do that.
So how was that 1-0 scathing win that you guys pulled out
Scathing win
this weekend?
No one calls
How did you feel
Liverpool
about
a
it?
scathing win when they score in the last minute. They say that's what championship teams do, right?
Championship teams learn how to win and win it all.
We learn how to win, and we clearly learn how to win with our set pieces because that's how we scored.
Set piece FC for sure.
That's fine. Honestly, though, our our attack is a little scary. We're not producing how I want. Yeah, it's a little scary. Like we're not producing. I'm scared. Like where the goals go.
Oh, I thought you meant your attack is. Oh.
No, it's not scary. Like it's looking scary because
I'd still say it's one of the biggest, weakest links you guys have.
Yeah, we could say that Eze did not have a great game, to be honest.
No.
So.
No. We were talking about it earlier. No distribution for the striker.
No distribution. That's another thing, but we also spoke about like how most strikers, like we just went over the exact stats.
Agreed.
Is that because everyone in the league is just playing hella man in the back, just so you're going against a team that's got a good attack? So what do? You just sit back and let them try and beat your defense. So.
And they packed it in for pretty much that whole game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can't disagree there.
And I mean, that's what teams do against Arsenal, though. That's like every week against a small team. The only teams that really go against us are like the Man United, the top 4 teams.
And that's what we did. We packed it into Liverpool. So
I think Arteta has to find a way to beat that. I'm a little frustrated because I feel like he should have the solution already because you're a big time manager. We were dealing with this last season. Now you have your striker. Why isn't it like working? I don't know.
Would you say that we lost Mo? Would you say that Eze is not? I mean, I think we can both agree that in all intents and purposes, Eze is ultimately the replacement for
Odegaard?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So would you say you've been impressed, or is he taking more time than you'd like to settle into a league he's already been in?
I think it's more Arteta's philosophy and tactics.
Okay.
Because a player like that, he doesn't just go from playing exceptionally to having stinkers. I think that's the function of the team. And
I mean, there has to be some amount of gelling with your new teammates.
Yeah, it's going to take a while. And I also think how Arteta coaches is breaking the season. I feel like any coach would do this. They break the season down to almost like all right, this part of the season, this is our objective. Let's lock our defense down. All right, so going into December now, all right, let's switch it up. Let's start experimenting with the attack. I think that's where he's going with it because no one can score on us. As long as no one scores on us, we're winning games. That's the whole point. So that's where,
Yeah.
I think it will come. I still think it's early to judge. Obviously, if we were losing now, it would be alarms and red flags everywhere, but we're not. So
what's the ultimate? If you finish second again, is he out? And
he has to go.
If he finishes second, he's got to go.
If he finishes second and we get FA Cup, he stays.
So any title period or just FA Cup? What if y'all win?
Depends on how far we get in the Champions League too. If we get to like the quarters, semi-finals again in the Champions League, we get FA Cup and finish second. It's disappointing, but what are you gonna say?
If y'all the second best team in the world, y'all should be aiming for Champions League finals.
Of course. But we're basing it off of current form right now.
If you talk about current
form right now, it'd be Bayern Munich and Arsenal in the final, wouldn't it?
So let me ask you this: say you lose everything and you come in second again.
Fire.
You're telling me the most successful manager you've had since Arsene Wenger, you're gonna let him go?
I'd go for Luis Enrique.
Luis Enrique, you think Luis Enrique is going to
PSG, bro?
He's not leaving PSG.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Not unless it all goes. Why? Why would he?
Why would he leave PSG?
Challenge himself. Come, try in England and take a team to a championship.
He has a Ballon d'Or winner on his team.
He does. He could have two.
Saka did not win the Ballon d'Or.
I'm saying he could have two. He could turn Saka into a Ballon d'Or.
Oh, into a Ballon d'Or winner?
Yeah, absolutely.
I love how he believes his own shit.
Hey, someone has to believe it though. Someone has to believe it, and someone will believe it. Someone out there will believe it. So I don't need you to back.
Okay, so the second best team in the world doesn't win anything, comes in second yet again, and fires the only manager that's gotten them there since what? 96?
Oh, to the final? What are you talking about?
Just period. At that level, what would you say is your most successful level as an Arsenal fan?
Champions League final.
Wenger.
Yeah, who was the coach? Okay,
it was Arsene Wenger. Arsene Wenger.
Yeah, Wenger.
I mean Wenger, right? So the most successful manager you've had since Wenger. We can't disagree on that, right?
No.
So you would let him go?
Yes.
Okay.
If
you think you're going to get another,
well, actually no, because that would mean the world to you guys at this moment.
Well, what
I was gonna say something crazy. It would never happen. If Ruben Amorim got you to second, let's say same scenario, right? 6 years from now, same thing. You've had no more trophies, but you're consistently second, third place. You're getting well in the Champions League. The most successful manager since Alex Ferguson. You're now at his 6 years. He's not winning anything, but you guaranteed second. What do you do?
I'd stay with him personally.
Okay.
To be in the Champions League is what we want in general. I mean, I do agree with you. You got to draw a line somewhere.
It works for Atletico Madrid. Simeone's got a job guaranteed.
Yeah,
he's won a title. He's won a title.
But there is gaps of time where he doesn't. So I'm saying a Real Madrid coach will win a trophy and then he goes 2-3 seasons without a trophy, they'll fire him.
Agreed.
No, not 2 or 3 seasons. It's that same season you might get fired.
You see what I'm saying? So in the cutthroat business of football, even with your accolades, we owe you no loyalty. You're not winning now.
Right.
And what do I owe Arteta? You're all right, cool. You got us into second 6 years in a row. We haven't won anything. At some point, you got to be like, all right, bro. So what are we doing here?
I agree that at some point in time, if that's not good enough for you, you got to draw a line in the sand.
Yeah, and that's ambition. We got to draw a line in the sand. I don't want second anymore. I want first.
But he's the best coach that will be available though.
No,
Yeah,
he's
that's
not.
another point.
Luis Enrique will.
Luis Enrique is not leaving PSG, bro.
He's not
No,
available.
but I'm saying, like, as an ambitious team, you put money on the table. That's what I'm saying. Like, you change your philosophy as a team and you spend money.
So you're gonna spend over. You're gonna spend a whole bunch of money just to get.
Arteta's already the highest paid coach in the world. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. So what's the difference?
I don't think that's accurate.
You don't think so? All right, check this.
I would venture to say
I gotta look that up. Hold on,
I'll put him in the top 10, but he ain't in the top 5.
Maybe it's in the Prem. Let me check.
That could be accurate, yeah. At least he'd be
Highest
second.
paid coaches: Diego Simeone, 37 a year.
who has been there for years now.
Yeah, he's
That's
been
so
there for
crazy.
almost 2 decades.
Never wins anything ever,
No.
and is always consistently the highest paid coach.
Always. That's loyalty.
That's
Pep
the
Guardiola.
point I was trying to get across to you, but second's not good enough for you, so you know.
But it's not though, because but the thing is, like, Atletico has championships, right?
Do they? When's the last time they won anything?
Let's pull that up.
Ooh,
That's
Ooh.
Atletico Madrid.
no, Atletico never won Champions League.
They don't win shit.
They always win against us in Champions League and we beat them.
Yeah, they haven't won
Say that
a
with your chest.
legitimate championship in how long?
But he's consistently second or third, and he's won a La Liga title.
I'll give him that, man. But
They have also
Won
won
the league.
the Europa League 2010, 2012, 2018. All right, we don't even have a Europa League, bro.
true.
Inzaghi's even is between Inzaghi and Inzaghi gets paid more than Pep Guardiola.
How much did Inzaghi get paid?
24.97 million euros.
Euros? Okay,
And
I'm
then,
on dollars.
yeah. And then Pep is right after him.
So what's the top 10?
I'm about
The top 10. Well, I got the top.
Give me what you
I
got.
got the top 8.
Simeone, Pep,
Uh-huh.
Mikel Arteta.
Inzaghi is mine says Diego Simeone, Inzaghi, then Pep.
How much? Because when was that upgrade? Because I got my March 13, 25, so mine might be old.
Hold on, let me look.
Because I got Arteta in 3rd place, and then the Al Nassr coach 4th place.
Let me check. I have to hold on.
Bro, Luis Enrique gets 12 mil at PSG. Write him a check, bro. What are we talking about? What?
Okay,
The
fine.
problem
Okay,
is
maybe the one I had. Maybe the one I had is.
money.
Maybe the one I had is outdated. Outdated. Because this one says because the one I checked another one. Pep has more than 23. The one I had 23. This one he has 26.8.
Yeah, 26.8. Yep.
Yeah, so I think the one you have is correct.
You guys ain't playing Alonso worth of crap. What's the matter with y'all?
He just got here. I mean, he just got to Real Madrid. Real Madrid don't be spending money like that.
I agree
Yeah,
with
they
you,
spend
Josh.
money on
I
everything
agree
else.
with you, Josh.
Yeah, it's
Real Madrid don't
crazy.
spend. Now, if
I'm
he
the highest paid coach, I wouldn't be going to Madrid.
that's a lie.
That's crazy.
That's a lie.
You pay
Ruben Amorim
millions,
gets more than
millions.
Xabi Alonso.
What's that?
You said what?
Ruben Amorim gets more than Xabi Alonso.
That's outrageous. Let me
Y'all are
just-
some.
How is that? How is that outrageous? This is his first
Y'all are
season.
some swindlers.
Who,
managing-
what did he win last year?
Y'all are like the people that go to Home Depot and try.
Nothing.
Where did he go? Where did he go?
He didn't
last
win
year?
anything last year.
Oh, that's right, but he was in the final. What final was he in? The Europa or whatever it was.
I think so.
Yeah.
Europa League final.
Yeah, I think so.
They did get demolished, but played some of the most expansive football we've seen in a little while from a team
You're right.
that came out of nowhere, and you took him out of that little Bayern Leverkusen place to bring him to the top of the mountain, and you ain't paying him nothing.
Disrespectful. And he's a Real Madrid player.
Oh my
Straight
goodness.
up disrespectful.
Because he has to earn the money. Real Madrid just don't give money out.
They give it to everybody. They give money everywhere.
Oh, that's why Vinny's in contract contract issues right now. Because they don't. Because Real Madrid are talking about you got to prove to us. You got to prove it to us before we pay you. We're not
Do
just
you guys beat Barcelona next week?
Do we beat Barcelona next week?
Mhm.
I think we will beat Barcelona next week
Okay.
because I think our defense is better than theirs.
Your defense
And-
is doing pretty good right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, our defense is better than theirs, and not only that, I think teams are now discovering the blueprint on beating Barcelona. If you all you have to do is play the ball when you get the ball from Barcelona, play it wide. Just play it. Yeah, go over the top to the wings and go down, and you can. They just lost 4-1 to Sevilla.
They lost 4-1. It was this weekend.
They lost before the international break. They lost 4-1 to Sevilla. They almost lost to. They should have lost to. Who did they just play?
Yeah, they pulled that out in the end.
Yeah, and lucky, pure luck. Hold on,
Girona.
Girona.
The room
And
was
Girona could have scored at least
crazy.
4 or 5 goals. Girona could have at least scored 4 or 5 goals, but they can't finish. For some reason, that team can't finish.
All right, so what's moving it on along to Madrid? How are you guys going to fare this season?
I think we're going to finish. I think we're going to win the league this season.
Okay.
If it comes to Champions League, I don't know. I really have to see how we really play in Champions League.
What's good enough to keep him?
What's good enough to keep him?
Yeah, keep Alonso in his job.
I think as long as he wins a cup, I think they'll keep him. As long as he wins a cup, I think they'll keep him.
Even if it's
Because
Spanish Cup.
A cup of Sprite.
yes, the reason I say that is because he hasn't even really had a chance to really implement his tactics. Like we got Xabi Alonso. His first time training with the team was the World Cup, the Club World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
That was his first time. He didn't get to talk to him. He didn't get to train with him before or anything. So, and seeing how they're playing so far, I mean, Arda Güler, This tells me that Ancelotti had a thing for the players that he got there with. Because if you see Arda Güler play right now, he's looking like one of the best cams in the world.
Prime Guti.
He's looking like Ozil.
He looks good.
He's looking like Ozil.
Well, he's
like the way that he's just passing the way he's passing the ball. Majority of Mbappe's goals have come from Arda Güler.
Yeah, Mbappe. How many times does it take for that man to score a goal? I saw at least 3 or 4 that were just outrageously bad shots until he finally got one in.
I mean, but the guy has what? I think he has this season. He has like. I have to look. Hold on. Let me see how many goals he has.
He has 10.
He has more. He has more than. I'm talking about in all competitions.
Oh.
But this Mbappe is looking like a beast. I'm not even going to hold you. So this Mbappe looks better than last season. Season's Mbappe.
I like what I see of him so far. I do see him going out to the wide a whole hell of a lot more. Mbappe
no. Actually,
out wide quite a bit.
I think he did that a lot this game, but really he's been playing through the middle, and he also drifts. He also drifts to the right side, also right or the left side.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So he has the freedom, but Mbappe has been the best player on our team. After Mbappe, I'll give it to Arda Güler.
He's tied for assist in La Liga right now as well. What, second? He's 5th is Luis Milla, and then 2nd and 3rd is Güler and Yamal, tied for assists. So.
Okay. What's the overall plan, Mo? What's the overall plan? Are you guys gonna renew old Vinny, or are you gonna cut him loose?
I think it depends on how his season is.
He has 4 assists as well.
Because he said he wants to get paid the same amount of money Mbappe is getting paid.
Not gonna happen.
Does he deserve it?
No,
No,
Why not?
he doesn't have the president of Brazil's number.
he's not consistent.
He's been
Vinny isn't.
for you for the last 5 years.
No, he hasn't. He has moments. He has moments, but he's not like. He has. There are games where you forget Vinny's on the pitch.
I agree, but I think that's with every star though, especially when you're star-studded like that.
How big of a star is Vinny though? Let's be real.
Agreed. He's nowhere near Mbappe's status for sure.
And one thing about Vinny, I don't think he's
not even a Brazilian star compared to what we know Brazilian stars to be.
Yeah, Rafinha. People would choose Rafinha over Vinny.
Yeah, well, there's definitely a lot to Vinny's game, but I would definitely say Rafinha is a better overall player than Vinny. So I mean, then that's the point. Do you cut Vinny loose, bring Mbappe out wide again, and go get yourself a striker, or what?
I don't know if they'll go and get themselves a striker. I think if Vinny leaves, then that'll be Rodrigo's
Right?
spot on the left. So
I mean, left. My bad. Yeah.
yeah, that'll be Rodrigo's thing on the left.
You know who's leading La Liga for goals and assists?
It's Mbappe.
Mbappe. You know who's second?
Guler.
Vinny Jr.
Ooh.
Yeah, I told you he's had this season. He's played well.
Where do you
But
think?
I wouldn't say he for 5 years. I wouldn't say he was consistent like that for 5 years.
What do you say, Josh?
Where's he finished in goals and assists the last 5 years?
Let's see
Give
if
me 3 years.
Let's see if I can.
Hold on, let me see.
Let's see. Goals and assists last season, he was at 19. Mbappe was at 34. Jesus. In his first season in the league. We disrespected him last season, yeah. That's
He's playing in a bit of a weaker league, though.
that is, but still, bro.
Y'all gotta stop with the Liga being a
Weaker
weak league.
league all the way
It is
around. You
weak
can't
league.
deny it.
It's
bro.
not a weak league.
It's not. I'm not saying it's a weak league.
Okay, no. If La Liga, if I wouldn't even say that because I think La Liga is way more technical than the Premier League. Way more technical than the Premier League.
I think you could argue technically, but I don't think you could argue brute strength.
I would say, yeah. That's the only thing I would give Premier League over La Liga is that the Premier League is more physically demanding than La Liga.
Quicker, faster.
I wouldn't say weaker because if it was weaker, that means Spanish teams wouldn't be the ones always winning.
You can have
Champions League or the other cups in the league.
You can have 2 or 3 great teams and then a bunch of busted teams and still be good.
We could say the same thing about Premier League.
No, I just think overall the talent's closer and a lot stronger in the Premier League.
No, it's not.
I think
if it was Man City wouldn't win 4 titles in a row.
What are you talking about? Barcelona done that to you guys.
No, they had never won 4 titles in a row.
They won 3 in a row.
They didn't win 3 in a row. It's always been maybe 2, but it's never been no 3 or 4 seasons in a row that they've won the title.
How many did?
How many titles did Barcelona? How many La Liga titles did Barcelona win in a row?
I'm asking ChatGPT.
It's not no 3-4 titles in a row.
Not even under Guardiola?
No. Because
that doesn't sound right, does it?
Because Mourinho has won a La Liga title against them.
Yeah.
What you call it? Ancelotti has done it multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Zidane, when Zidane was there, they did a triple.
Barcelona won 4 in a row.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did.
Which years?
1991 to 1994. You're in first.
Hey, I guess that counts. That's like
I didn't lie.
We're talking about modern day football. We're not talking about the 90s. We're talking about
And that was the
football
last
right
time.
now.
That was the
We're
last
talking about
time
football
Arsenal
right
was a
now.
champion.
You said what?
You can't, throw away history.
I'm not throwing away
Arsenal just
history.
wouldn't be anything.
I'm not throwing away history, but we're talking about We're talking about recent history. We're not
Within
talking
the
about
last 10
the
years.
90s.
We're always talking about within the last 10 years.
Yes,
and Guardiola managed Barcelona to 3 consecutive Liga titles from 2009 to 2011. I knew what I was talking about, bro. They were spanking it all up. Yeah, check it. Yeah. Ronaldo, that man's hair was receding. You were stressed.
No, because what season was that? Hold on.
He was cooking, y'all. Won the Copa del Rey Champions League title, Copa del Rey Champions League title, Copa.
Now they know what. That's a damn. Now you.
I'm reading it.
In 3 years, he won all the titles in 3. He had. So you're telling me he had a quadruple in 3 years?
Look at that. Hold on. Look at that. They don't even want to show you, bro. I'm gonna screenshot and put it in the group chat so you can see it.
Uh-oh. Let me get that. What we got going on here?
No, it's just so you can keep stats, Josh. That's it.
Oh yeah, we gotta keep stats like these right here.
This is facts. You know,
like these stats right here.
Total matches 241. Total matches 241. Wins 101 90. I mean, that's pretty close though, bro. Honestly,
that's all time.
That's all time. You know, that's fine. That doesn't mean anything to me. You know, you weren't really alive for most of those games anyway. So.
Should I bring up titles? You want me to do titles next?
This is not between me and you right now. We're in Spain. You know, we can have our Arsenal Man debate.
You're right. I apologize for that.
You know,
a little okay. My bad.
We both won this weekend, bro. You know.
Okay. Okay, you were right. I'll give it to you. I can you right.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So to your point, Man City, they were great at that time, you know.
Not dominating like that. I'm sorry.
And you know why it's crazy as well? It's the same fucking manager.
That's a fair point.
Yeah. And La Liga was only Real Madrid and Barcelona at that time.
Okay, so we were getting
the same.
We were getting spanked by the same manager you were getting spanked by.
Yeah, everybody got spanked by him. Even when he went to Bayern Munich,
so
everybody got spanked by him.
Where were Arsenal? Where were Madrid?
Y'all weren't second.
And you guys had Ronaldo. We never had a Ronaldo on our team.
You had Henry.
Not in those
y'all
games.
when Alex
was at Man City.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about that. We're talking about the Man City era when they won.
You said 10 years. You said the last 10 years, right?
Look at it. He's moving the goalposts.
No, Josh, what did you say?
I said we always consistently go off of the last 10 years. If you're talking about
Thierry Henry was nowhere near my team in the last 10 years.
He did play for your team.
Now when big fat Thierry Henry, is that what you doing, bro? You gonna disrespect that man like that? That's crazy.
How old was he? 46?
Yeah, we don't do that, bro. That's crazy. He
scored a goal.
He still scored too. Right?
I hope I can do it at 46.
Right.
But nah, you can't even say that La Liga is a.
And honestly, you know what's crazy? No. This is how old we are. That was even 10 years ago. That was 13 years ago. His last game was 2012.
Dang, we're old.
But you just didn't you just say? But you just said you just brought up
last 10
you just
years.
But you exactly.
That's
so that means
2012.
Oh, so that means wait. So guess what that means? That means you can't use that Pep argument then.
Oh my!
You caught him in it. Oh.
No, because you're comparing Arsenal in this time period. But you said why I brought up the Pep thing is that's never happened to Real Madrid. You said that's never happened. I said it did. You know, then we went back and said, oh, we're gonna take the teams from the last 10-year period. Right. I only brought up Pep Guardiola because he did it. That's what I was bringing up.
But if you can't just use it for me. We got to use it for everybody then.
What?
The 10 years. We got to use it for everybody.
I'm saying it's two different arguments. That's what I'm saying.
It's the same argument.
Josh brought this up.
You said modern football, and I said
I did say modern football.
10 years is.
I did say modern football,
but Then
I did say modern football.
You did say after that it's never happened to Madrid, and you know.
Never.
I'm just trying to. I'm just my point. My point is just that La Liga is not a weak. It's not.
I'm not saying it's weak. I'm saying it's a weaker. I think if you ask me, I'd say it's second. But it is. It is.
I would say I can agree with that, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's a big gap between the two.
I don't disagree with that, and you have a great point in the fact that when you talk about what league in the world has won the most Champions Leagues, got to give it to you. That's consistently
Ronaldo.
Cup Winners' Cup.
You said what? Leagues. You said because of Messi and Ronaldo?
Yeah, that took a large chunk of Champions League.
Even before then, though,
we were winning Champions League
this day.
And then we won it. We won it again. We won it twice after Ronaldo left.
Damn, bro. Spanish leagues have won the most with 20.
By a long shot, bro. By a long shot. Yeah. But I'm just saying. Yeah.
Okay, I can admit that La Liga is second to the Premier League. I can admit that.
I would never say you're a weak league, just weaker. And I only go off of the fact that there is a significant drop off from your top 5 to the rest of the 15 in your league. There's not as big of a gap between our top 5 and the rest of our 15 as we saw clearly today.
Top 4 right
now.
Madrid.
But we know who's going to be the top 4 in your league.
Agree. And it's the top 4 every year in the.
Wait, what did you say? Sorry, Steph.
Top 4 for Liga right now: Madrid, Barcelona, Villarreal, Atletico Madrid. Next up, we have Betis, Espanyol, Elche, Athletic Club, Sevilla. Like what? What are we talking about?
Sevilla just smacked Barcelona though. Sevilla really just
gonna have bad games, but let's
no.
Okay,
4-1 is not a bad game.
Okay, but first of all, Sevilla is not a bad team. Sevilla have legacy. Sevilla and Elche are not the same. You know what I mean?
But that's my point. I'm saying Sevilla is a good team. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Sevilla is a good team.
But you're saying it like they shouldn't beat Barcelona at no point.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Sevilla in terms of because when I talk about the top 6 teams in the league, I'm not taking current. I look throughout the history. You know, if you look at England, we've got Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal,
City.
You know, I was gonna say another team, but stop me. You're gonna come out. You know, in Spain, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Villarreal, Atletico, Sevilla. I would even put Valencia there. You know, and then I'm trying to think. Back in the day, it was good.
Villarreal was because that's where what do you call it? What's his name? He played for Silva.
Oh, David Silva.
David Silva.
Yes, you know he came from La Liga. Like we got ball. Like we got ballers in La Liga. We got ballers in La Liga.
Right out of that top 6, you know, there's a big gap between, let's say, 1 and 2, and then 4, 5, and 6. Compared to in England, I wouldn't say there's that much larger of a gap between, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a lot closer and tighter.
We can agree on 2.
On 2.
We can agree on.
You guys are not doing your job right now, right? Just because you guys, because at one point you guys were up there too. We used to have a tough top 4 battle. You know, they're not there no more.
96, yeah.
You know, there used to be Tottenham used to always cause trouble. They would never win anything, but they would always fight for 4th. You know, Chelsea.
Chelsea didn't get good until what? Mourinho got there.
Yeah, Mourinho got there, and City didn't get good until they got those what's the Saudi owners, right? Those Saudi owners.
Chelsea were good before the Abramovich era, wasn't he? They had Jimmy Floyd, Hasselbank.
But they weren't really winning nothing though. Were they winning?
No,
they winning stuff.
They weren't winning leagues. They weren't winning Champions Leagues.
It wasn't until Mourinho got. It was really until Mourinho got there and he started doing that park the bus crap. And everything.
Well, he was a lot more expansive in his in the younger years. He didn't park the bus as much in those years.
He parked the bus in Chelsea.
No, I know he did, but I'm just saying not as much. I mean, he's always been known for a, a defensive side of things, but he
I
was a
didn't
lot
know my
more expensive.
Chelsea history. Their first Premier League title was Jose Mourinho.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they weren't shit until
I
then.
thought they had one before.
yeah.
At least in
Even
the
though
night,
they had Zola and all of them, they
they
still
weren't
weren't.
winning.
Yeah, they weren't winning.
Nicholas Anelka.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Nicholas Anelka. He was a baller.
It was
He
fantastic.
used to play for Real Madrid. He used to play for Real Madrid at one point.
Yeah, you guys will take anybody.
But they win when they come, though.
Lads, do we want
Everybody-
to wrap this one up and then continue tomorrow?
Yeah,
Yeah, we can, and you know we're going to have to talk about Champions League because that's this week also.
Talk about Champions League. I do want to shout out, Colombia because we beat Mexico
Colombia.
4-0. I'm part Colombian now, bro. You know
No,
why?
no,
No, bro, I'm marrying into it, so I have to represent.
Oh my goodness.
So
That's fair. Ramos Rodriguez.
Ramos, Colombia. Yeah, right.
But yeah, we're gonna be back during the week because we have to talk
Champions League.
Champions League from Tuesday and Thursday.
Did you
And
guys
then,
watch
you know,
international break?
you said what?
Did we
I didn't really watch anything from international break. I know France played well.
I watched
think-
Colombia, Mexico, but that was the only thing I watched.
Norway qualified.
I didn't even watch the
World Cup.
England game, and I watched Colombia, Mexico. That's crazy.
Well, it was much more of a rivalry than whoever England played.
Boring.
I mean,
bloody
Islands
games.
or whatever they're doing.
I did watch a couple of Jamaica games too. I don't know why I did that. That was worse than watching the UPSL. It was horrible.
That
Jamaica
sounds
versus Curacao, and we lost 2-0. Can you imagine?
no.
Oh yeah, he was telling me about that. He was so upset.
That doesn't make no sense. We have the easiest bracket to
So
get
upset
to.
about that.
We got Trinidad, Tobago, Bermuda, Curacao, and that's in our group. If we lose to Curacao, imagine us going against like Germany.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's what we could talk about too at some point. Is like the World Cup formats because we're gonna have teams like Qatar,
True.
friggin' Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, all of these random ass teams. Like,
But they just trying to make it longer so they can make more money.
That's fair. Yeah.
and another
Anybody
thing-
gonna get tickets for the World Cup?
I wish, bro.
Wish to.
Hey,
Them tickets, man.
they were
Always want
Scamming,
to see a World Cup
out of
game.
people, bro. They were like, I heard you had to pay to enter for a raffle for a chance to win, a chance to buy a ticket.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that crap. I
And
was so upset, bro.
level
I
of
was-
capitalism is this? Like, you have to buy a ticket to enter for a chance to win.
Yeah, when he told me that crap, I was so upset. I was
And
like,
then they did
really?
it
So you got
So if you buy your ticket, right, and Josh, you're American, and you're like, all right, I want to see if America gets to the final, I want to be able to buy that ticket. You would pay a $900 surcharge for the chance to
Possibly.
receive or possibly buy a ticket to the final if USA get there.
Right.
so you're
because
paying. So you're basically
outright.
paying double.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if USA get to the final, we may give you a chance of buying a ticket. But you have to log in 5 seconds and buy it before everyone else does.
That's wild. That's
Only,
wild.
only comes to America every 30 years. So
Hey.
I'll be 70. Just
Well,
about.
We just need to find. We just need to find and it's like an escape tunnel and go through that shit.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way we watching that.
Oh, no, you didn't hear what Mr. Trump was saying, huh?
No,
What
what
he
is
said.
He said if the cities are too dangerous, I have no problem moving the games. Because he's beefing with, like, I think Chicago doesn't have a game there, but Boston is one of the host cities, and I think LA's one.
And LA is going to be one. I wouldn't be surprised if Vegas will be another one also, and Atlanta and Miami.
They've already announced one in Atlanta and I think one in Nashville.
Speaking of Miami, one thing that got me upset is the whole Barcelona. Who are they supposed to be playing when they come here?
Oh yes, they're protesting. That's what Matt was telling me. They're protesting in Spain because of the international games that I'll be having over here in Miami. I think
Because it's supposed to be Barcelona versus. Hold on, I have to look it up. I have to look it up. Barcelona plays.
Just a heads up, I only got 7% left on my battery.
That's all right.
All right.
We be done. Yeah, Barcelona Villarreal December 20th.
Yeah.
And that's the first one announced. So
But I would protest. Yeah, I would protest that too, because that's supposed to be Valencia's home game, and they have to play their home game in Miami. That's not going to be a home game for Villarreal. It's going to be a home game for Barcelona, and that's not fair.
Yeah.
That's not fair. Even if they wanted to do that, they should have made it Barcelona's home.
Fair stuff. For me, it's
You
like
said what?
it takes away. I don't really care about it being fair, home or away or whatever. To me, it's more of like, yo, this is La Liga. You're taking away what's the word, sanctity of the game. Like, it makes it seem unimportant. It makes it seem like, and I know this is where they're pushing it, but more entertainment than a sport and a game. You know, it's La Liga. It should be played in Spain with the Spanish fans. If you want to come and witness a La Liga game, unfortunately, you got to fly to, this is not the NFL. There's already a global market. Like, I don't want to see Barcelona and Villarreal in Miami.
I mean, I would see that game if it meant something. If it wasn't a
No, it's a league. It's a league game.
It's a La Liga game.
I'm just saying that for me personally, I would be more interested in that because it means something instead of the stupid games they play over the summer that mean absolutely nothing.
That's fair
with
too.
a tier 2 team.
That's fair too.
My
I just think it won't mean anything because it's not in their country. Like, this is a vacation.
Yeah.
And the reason why I have a problem with it is because if it's supposed to be a home game for Villarreal, why are you? No, because the thing is, your home. You do get off. If you're playing at home, you do get an advantage of playing at home.
Yeah, but why do Barcelona have a disadvantage? They're in a different country too. Like, they both have to travel.
All the fans are going to be Barcelona. All the fans in the stadium are going to be Barcelona fans.
That is true too. It will be like a home game for them.
It's going to be like a home game.
I think
for
you
them.
just make it a neutral game. Don't declare home or away, but I know you have to. I'm just saying.
Well, it's not even that. It's more of like the fan, because if you're doing a global game, Barcelona have way more fans than
Villarreal.
Agreed.
If you're in Villarreal, then the fans of Villarreal will be able to watch the match and cheer for their team. All the fans in Miami are going to be Barcelona fans, and that's all you
9 Villarreal fans there at the Hard Rock.
There's got to be just a little bit more Villarreal fans than that.
You're going to see this much. You're going to see this much yellow in the stands.
Yeah,
you're going to see this much yellow in the stands, bro. That's not fair to them. If I was a Villarreal fan, I would be pissed.
Well, I mean, you got to think about it this way, though, too. The reason why you have home games and away games in Spain and go to other people's stadiums is because it gives their fans the chance. They're not going to be cheering like that over here.
It's going to be such a dead atmosphere. There's no passion.
Yeah, there's going to be an atmosphere as far as like a lot of people yelling and screaming, but it's not going to get
the way
it's in Spain. They get insane with it.
I mean, it's just like the same here when we do the summer games. Like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To go watch, and see them play, but it's just like the atmosphere is bad.
It's like them watching basketball, basically.
Yeah, like FIFA Club World Cup, like it didn't get juicy until like the.
But that's the other thing too. Why did they not, like, out of all the games that you could have played, why are you not hosting a Galactico game here? Like, why are we seeing Villarreal in Barcelona? No disrespect to Villarreal, but who freaking cares about Villarreal?
I think this is a money grab for Barcelona also.
I agree. I mean, that's the only reason why you come to the U.S. But I love the idea. I would love to see an Arsenal, Manchester United. I would love to see a Galactico game here.
But are you talking about for league points?
Season.
Are you talking about for a league points?
In season, yeah. Absolutely. Because otherwise, I've gone to England once in my life, probably will never get the chance to go back. I would like to see a game that actually matters. Now, of course, I want to see it at Old Trafford, but if I can't see it there, the next best place would be here for actual points and bragging.
I would never want to see Arsenal versus Tottenham here, because if they flew to this country and we happen to lose, you mean I went to a different state to go watch my team get smacked down? Hell no. Stay over there so at least I can turn off my TV and go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they would play every. I think you would only play the big games here, like the ones that would only matter, like an Arsenal, Man City, Manchester United, like the top 5, 4, 5, 6, maybe. I know there are Tottenham fans over here and Arsenal fans over here, but until you would have to do that for years before it would get big enough that you would care to see Tottenham.
Now, honestly, I wouldn't mind the El Clasico being over here.
That's what I'm saying. I would love to see it. I
would not mind.
Kept calling it Galacticos. My bad. I meant to say Classico.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I would love, like, that's what I mean. Like, you would have that game here because that game would be even. That game would be worth your time, and that atmosphere would be crazy. Just like if you were to go to an Atlanta United game at home, those atmospheres are crazy because we care about the team in our city. But if you're bringing a team from, outside of the U.S., only the big names are really going to make a difference over here. Otherwise, we don't care to see Villarreal, Tottenham.
That's true.
Celtic doesn't come over here. You know what I mean?
Celtic, Rangers over here, like them type of games.
Benfica.
The home fans alone would be pissed.
Exactly. Nobody would show up. We don't care to see that. We only want to see the cream of the crop. So
that's true. I can agree with that.
Before we go, I want to say shout out to Brad Gazan. He's retired from football, bro. Peace out.
About time.
Thank you for your service at Atlanta United and no, for real though, and Aston Villa. He's an ATL staple.
He played for Aston Villa.
Yeah,
one of the worst periods of their. Yeah, it was horrible.
No, he missed you.
It was absolutely horrible.
Did they have Emma Heskey at one point?
I think they did actually. I think
Emma Heskey. I think he was there with Brad. But yeah, he's gone, man. We got a shout out to ATL. So
yeah.
Well, good luck on your after soccer career.
Yeah, we'll see him as a pundit in no time.
Right. Right. So anything else?
Nah, I think we go. Before we leave, do y'all see my notes on the side? I said, "Yo, can you hear me?" Just.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I see him now. I didn't.
So what I'll do is instead of when we're getting closer to ending, or we switch topics, or if anyone wants to say anything without it being recorded, we'll just type it in. We'll just type it in chat. That way, it's not on video recording. I tend to read out loud sometimes. Josh is a waste man, so
y'all are petty, man. This is what Arsenal fans and Man U fans do to each other.
But listen, he really starts it. I was chilling today. My background is my game for the weekend.
No, I only did this because you said the last time you started it by putting what you put up, so I had the rebuttal. And then you said, I got like 6 more in the chamber. And I was like,
I do, but I was giving you a bye week because you did me a favor. I was giving you a bye week. You did me a favor. You beat Liverpool. I do appreciate you. I appreciate Man United for the day, for the weekend.
You're welcome.
Tomorrow we can go back to hating each other, but I was trying to give you that, that free call.
Hey, you got to let me know pre-snap.
I'll put it in the notes next time, bro.
Yeah, let me know we're going cordial today. Otherwise, I'm coming guns blazing.
Tomorrow I got something. I literally have a tab pulled up of a bunch of. It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
No, you don't have to understand, Mo. I'm just
I'm just saying y'all can't just call a truce for some time.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not always gonna be Manchester United Arsenal.
It should have been Liverpool.
I got a great Old Trafford one. Besides, I mean, Arsenal's not really worth much breath to talk about anyway.
There's the person in ninth place. So, Imagine.
Yeah, you got to actually win before you can be in the same breath as the greatest club. Sorry,
the greatest club. You can't even
greatest club on earth.
Now you're doing too much. You could have if you said the greatest club in England, I would have been like, you have an argument. You're not right, but
but you have an argument.
We have an argument. He said the greatest club in the world. Come on, bro.
Greatest club on earth.
All right. Well, on that note, guys, good night.
We'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow, you guys.
All right, boy. Peace.
Peace.
Later.